So we're here today with Tommy's Real Estate. We're joined by Nikki Crookshank. Hey Nikki.
Hayley.
And we've been running Tommy's Local Heroes 2020. So we've been looking for people in the community who are the unsung heroes that are helping out people in the Wellington region. And we have a reluctant first hero, Peter Dow, who are one of our Tommy's Local Heroes.
So Rebecca, we'd like to give you $2,000. We want to give you a cheque for $2,000.
Oh my goodness. And
Thank you.
Are one of our Tommy's Local Heroes. I'm going to read you your nomination, okay? So it says, Peter deserves to win as he was always there for the community when in need. He went out of his way to open up his property for emergency housing during and post COVID-19 and has been doing it since, giving out daily food, breakfast and dinner to all of those in emergency housing.
Can I give it to Tuatahi?
You can give it to whoever you
Oh,
like.
absolutely.
Nice.
And just to prove that he's a hero
So
even more.
Tuatahi and Wainuiomata, they do all the emergency housing
Yes.
and food banks and things like that. So
Yep.
they'll need
We
it more
can
for Christmas than I will
absolutely-
be. Communities have to try and help out, and I know some people find it difficult, but there are ways and means to make it work. So,
Good on
but
you.
this is a team thing. It's not me. But at the end of the day, hopefully we're contributing something to the community.
I just want to read you your nomination.
Oh my goodness.
So this is from Emma Woodley,
Oh yes, I know Emma.
and she says, Rebecca runs Bellyful and Porirua, making, distributing and providing nutritious meals to new mums, families in need and people who are ill. She's a true Porirua legend, always so giving, supportive and loving and an inspiration.
Oh my god. I think it's important to give back to the community and support each other wherever we can. Instead of building higher fences, we should be building longer tables. WELLfed in our community is all about skills, choices, resources and confidence so people can cook well at home and particularly feed their own families well. I think helping others in our community is inspiring because it is paying it forward. We're all supporting each other. Porirua is a place of great strength and power and beauty, and not always what goes on the front pages of the newspapers.
We are hiding just around the corner from Lashings. Now Lashings is a beautiful place to eat here in the capital, and the owner and operator Jackie doesn't know that she is one of Tommy's local heroes, all thanks to Tommy's Real Estate. So what she did is that she got together a whole bunch of local CBD businesses, hospitality, people that were struggling during lockdown, put together a beautiful cookbook, sold thousands of copies of this cookbook, and then distributed all the money to the businesses that were struggling during lockdown. And we are about to go surprise her and tell her not only is she being crowned one of our local heroes, she is about to win $2,000.
We want to give you a cheque for $2,000.
Oh my goodness.
Just to congratulate
Thank you
you,
so much.
and thank you for being a community
wow.
hero.
Thank you, this is really unexpected. Thank you so
I'm
much.
sure it is. Yeah.
So the pandemic pack started when we were just about to go into lockdown. I had talked to a few friends in the area who had hospitality businesses, and we all noticed that business was moving out of the city. So I said, well, why don't we all get together and work together to start a delivery service together. And as soon as we went into lockdown, we obviously couldn't do that. So then we started to talk about other things we could do, and that's where the idea for the cookbook came. So in the end, we had the cookbook, which sold over 10,000 copies, and we also had the delivery service when we went back into level 3. And in the end, I think each business had around about $8,000 to $10,000, which we split evenly. Why I think it's important to give back to people and support one another is because we're always better when we work together than when we work alone, and that's something that we really hold dear to our hearts here at Lashings, as well as in the greater community. And Wellington's fantastic for it as well.
I've been told that you have launched an initiative to give women in prison care packs for sanitary items and toiletries. I've also been told you help organise Christmas presents for children of prisoners. And as a lawyer, you give your own time for vulnerable women in court as well. And I've also been told that you are selfless and a kind person who always shows your support for important causes, and you're never too busy to lend a hand. So you are one of our Tommy's local heroes.
So one of the things that I really love doing is to turn up with what we call care packages, and it's got shampoo and conditioner and bamboo toothbrushes and nice toothpaste and nice soap and some socks and hair ties and hairbrushes and all sorts of things that a lady needs, emery boards even, because you know what that's like, having a nasty nail situation. So everything a lady needs to be able to feel good about herself, spending a little bit of time on herself, thinking, yep, this is my time. I can now regenerate myself and be more positive going forward. Can I tell you where it's going to go?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm thinking of menstrual cups for the women now.
Oh,
That's what
I
I'm thinking.
love it. $2,000 for menstrual cups, and that's why you are the local hero that you are. We hear that you volunteer countless hours for the Wellington Free Ambulance. You're often first on the scene, often on your day off as well, and that you even volunteered during lockdown. And
Thank you.
Are one of our Tommy's local heroes.
So the work that I was nominated for is volunteering with Wellington Free Ambulance in both an events capacity, but then also during COVID. I was fortunate to be able to go out on frontline ambulance and support for a few months. I think it's really important to give back and support each other, especially in small towns. We have the opportunity here in the city. We often have a lot of services accessible to us, whereas once you get into more rural environments, not quite as easy to access some services. So being able to be part of that community, and again sharing the knowledge that I've been fortunate enough to acquire and some of my experiences, to be able to go out and again, in these cases it's a little bit of an odd thing in terms of volunteering, because usually the people that we see are those who are hurt, so it's not always a great thing, but knowing that they're comforted by having somebody there as quickly as possible.
That's it for another year, Tommy's Local Heroes. Thank you so much to everybody who nominated somebody for them. Thank you to those 5 local heroes for all you've done for the community. Thanks to the Hits Radio. Thank you everybody, and we look forward to doing it again next year.